Good morning, Hornets, and welcome to your daily dose of Beech Grove Student News. I'm Joshua Hackleman.
And I'm Tiana. Today we will be taking a look at Misplaced Generation, some important senior emails, and as always, sports.
But first, here's Antoine McDaniels with this week's weather forecast.
Thanks, Josh. It's going to be a chilly week for Beech Grove today, as today will have a high of 30 and a low of 17 with a 10% chance of snow. Tuesday will be cloudy with a high of 32 and a low of 31 with a 20% chance of snow. Wednesday will be just as cloudy as Tuesday, but with a high of 34 and a low of 29 with a 20% chance of snow. Thursday will have a high of 38 and a low of 28 with a 70% chance for some freezing rain. Friday will leave us with mostly cloudy skies with a high of 34 and a low of 30 with only a 10% chance of snow. That's all for your today's weather forecast. Back to you guys at the desk.
Seniors, a few important emails have been sent out recently, one from the yearbook staff and one from Ms. Mara.
The one from the yearbook staff is in case you won a senior award and have not responded yet. You need to respond as soon as possible your reward will be given away.
The other email is from Ms. Mara regarding the new way of signing out for lunch. You will not go to Ms. Ringham's window anymore, and you will be signing out with a Google Doc instead. Here's a Google Doc you will be filling out. You must enter your name, the date, and the time you are signing out and signing back into school.
This is a reminder to freshmen that you will be taking the PSAT on January 24th, and testing times will be from 8 to 11. And juniors, you will be taking the ACT on February 20th. If you have any questions, you can email Mr. Carr at acar@bgcs.k12.in.us.
We would like to remind everyone that the last call for senior photos will be this Thursday, January 17th. Seniors will begin to be called to the auditorium at 9 a.m. If you have any questions, feel free to email Mr. Carr. Also, check your email to see the dress code requirements for these photos.
Many of the upperclassmen were born into a generation different than the rest. I got more on the story. Hello, Hornets, and good morning to you. Me and John are here today to talk about what?
We're going to talk about
the misplaced generation is a generation between 2000 and 2000.
Well, it's called the misplaced generations because we're not really with those 90 kids where they're like, yes, the 90s were so good, yes. And we're not really with like the younger, annoying orange SpongeBob, old, newer SpongeBob and not older SpongeBob.
Yeah, I got it. Because, listen, just to sidetrack real quick, we all know that the old SpongeBob is 10 times better. Okay, listen, Hornets, we would like to know what you think about the misplaced generation as well. We're going to toss it over to an interview with Devin Terry to see what he has to think about it. So.
We were asked about the impact on us with being the misplaced generation, and for me, it's just simply that there are a lot of times in my life that I've had little moments with family, and I've been with my older brothers and sisters and they're all in their little clique, but I sometimes don't know what they're talking about, but I do because I was there with them.
Thank you for watching, Hornets. This is Josh Parker with Beech Grove Student News.
The Domestic Violence Network is here at our school to spread awareness about the topic. Here's Cody Starrett with more.
With 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men suffering from domestic violence in the U.S. from an intimate partner, the Domestic Violence Network has sent out a representative to train JAG students on how to help victims resolve their issues with domestic violence. But what is Domestic Violence Network, you may ask? I talked with Colleen Curtin on what they do.
Our organization operates as a prevention agency, so we do things like we just recently helped IPS write a teen dating violence policy for their district so that they could help keep their students safe at school. But we also do free prevention education for students at schools, for teachers, for school social workers, as well as for business owners and folks who work at social service agencies to help them provide services and also make sure that work or school or church, wherever you're at, is a safe place for community members who are experiencing any kind of intimate partner violence.
But what are some resources you can go to if you are in this situation?
You can call a large number of resources. We are super lucky in Indy. We have a huge amount of resources to fight this problem, one of the first places to go if you're a student is talk to your school Title IX coordinator, talk to a school counselor. We're super lucky in Indy, we just got a youth advocate at the Julian Center. So you could also call the Julian Center and say, I'm a student who's experiencing teen dating, violence, sexual assault, stalking, any of those things. And they'll be able to provide services to you.
I'm Cody Starrett from BGSN. Back to you guys at the desk.
And now let's toss over to Senior Vice President Jonathan Dance for sports.
Okay, well, hello Hornets and welcome to sports. Since our last show, our athletics here at Beech Grove have been doing big things. The girls varsity squad for basketball won a holiday tournament here on Mad English Court when they defeated Shortridge. Also, the boys participated in the Marion County tournament against Lawrence Central. The Indianapolis Colts traveled to Kansas City on Saturday for the divisional round matchup with the Chiefs. This game went into turmoil after the Colts were unable to put points on the board. Indy blocked a punt, which was recovered by wide receiver Zach Pascal for their first score. As time was running out in the second, Indy set up for a field goal, which was unfortunately missed by Adam Vinatieri, one of his rare misses. The Colts went nearly the entire second half scoreless until Andrew Luck found old reliable T.Y. Hilton on a 30-yard TD pass. The Colts would lose the game 13-31, and the Chiefs will host the New England Patriots next week in the AFC Championship game. The swim team here at the high school has their senior night tomorrow. Madison Stratton got more.
The Beech Grove High School swim season has been very exciting this year. Unfortunately, it is coming to a quick end, with Tuesday being senior night. I spoke to a few underclassmen to ask them how they felt about this year's seniors. I first asked Kristen Lamb and Hannah Rowe what they will miss most about the seniors.
I'll miss the fun times we have in the locker room the most.
I'm just going to miss spending time with them and talking and laughing with them because they are some of my best friends. It's just going to be really weird not having them around.
I then asked them what their favorite memories with the seniors is.
Probably just always like having fun with them. And on Fridays we go eat with them. I'll just miss all of the memories because we have a lot of good ones.
Just team bonding things. Like this year we've done a lot of team bonding, especially with the seniors. We've done a friend miss and a Friendsgiving, and I really enjoy getting together with everyone and talking and laughing and having a good time. We eat lots of good food, and the seniors really just contribute to a lot of that fun that we have on the team.
I finally asked them if they had anything they would like to say to the seniors.
Well, I just wish them the best of luck, and hopefully they have fun, have good times in college, and keep swimming.
I love you. You're going to do great things, and good luck in everything that you do in your future.
We here at BGSN want to wish all of the seniors the best of luck as they continue on to their future. Make sure to come out to senior night this Tuesday as the swimmers face Bishop Chatard High School. This has been Madison Stratton for BGSN.
Boys swimming had conference over break. Garrett Norcross was able to talk to some of the swimmers about the meet.
Over break, the boys swimming team went to conference and won. This was a very exciting win for the boys, and I talked to seniors Shamar Gentle and Giannis Fish-Collins about the event. Here's Shamar Gentle on how the team feels about winning.
Well, I feel especially proud of my team for winning conference. For the boys, this is about our 9th or 10th year of winning it, so we're glad to keep this streak going. As a team, I know we're all proud of it because we all worked really hard, and so the fact that we beat all these other teams is just amazing for us, so I think we feel pretty proud of it.
The meet was a close one and one the boys didn't expect to get. Here's Giannis on what the boys needed to do and what they are preparing to do for sectionals and the Warren Central Invitational.
In order to have a chance at it, we had to have every guy do as well as they could, essentially, and everything happened to come together. I'm super proud of all the guys. They all worked really hard, and it came down to the very last event, and it was certainly a race. I enjoyed it personally, and I think the guys had fun. It's just come down to we're gonna have to work as hard as we can. It's all with swimming. It's a whole lot of repetition and a whole lot of hard work, and when it comes down to it, we'll have to see how we do.
The boys swimming team did a great job, and they are excited for sectionals and the Warren Central Invitational. From the swimming pool, I'm Garrett for BGSN.
That's all for your daily dose of BGSN 10.
I'm Josh. Have a great day, Hornets.